How to escape the rat race.
It's just a treadmill of, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next promotion, and the next bit of money, and the next this, and then we get the nicer house, we get the nicer car, so we need the bigger salary.
There's a lot of people who have just gone for job after job, and you get in this career and you haven't got much money at the end of the month, and it's really hard to get out of.
So if you love your job, then brilliant, fantastic, keep doing it, but would you not rather do it from passion? Would you not rather do it from a sense of purpose, not from a need for it to have to provide financially for you to put food on the table, pay your mortgage, look after your kids, pay for your kids to go to private school if that's what you're doing? Whatever the trappings are of the financial life you've created, surely there's a more peaceful way to live. Hello and welcome to the STARTrading podcast with me, Lewis.
And me, Sophie.
And today we're going to be talking about, well, Sophie, what are we talking about today?
I think we're talking about how to escape the rat race.
Yes. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because there's a lot of people who have just gone for job after job, and you get in this career and you haven't got much money at the end of the month, and it's really hard to get out of.
Do you think people sometimes get trapped in and the reason I asked the question is because I exited fairly early from the rat race, because I just knew it wasn't for me. But do you think people kind of get trapped on, I don't want to use the word ego, but it's just a treadmill of, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next promotion, and the next bit of money, and the next this, and then we get the nicer house, we get the nicer car, so we need the bigger salary. Do you think this kind of just becomes a treadmill that people are trapped on in terms of the journey of life, and actually it's not really what it's about?
But maybe it is what it's about, and it's the norm.
Yeah.
And it's also the benefits.
Yeah.
Like, one of my friends just has really good benefits at her job, and she's like, I don't really, I'm kind of looking for other roles, but I'm kind of not, because I'm getting a good pension and I'm getting flexible working, and I don't know where I'd get that elsewhere. Mm-hmm. But the income's kind of capped, so she'll just stay there for a long time. Yeah.
And is she happy?
No.
And I think that's the big one, right? Is, are you happy? Because I don't think I'll ever be the financial person who, sorry, there was a lot of chili earlier and it's trapped in my throat. But I don't think I'll ever be the person who will stand at the front of the room or be on a podcast or be on a YouTube channel and will say, you need to quit your job and become financially free, become financially independent, all this stuff that people say. I don't think that's going to be me, unless you hate your job. Because if you love your job, then brilliant, fantastic, keep doing it. But would you not rather do it from passion? Would you not rather do it from a sense of purpose, not from a need for it to have to provide financially for you to put food on the table, pay your mortgage, look after your kids, pay for your kids to go to private school if that's what you're doing? Whatever the trappings are of the financial life you've created, surely there's a more peaceful way to live. Yeah,
but it kind of also feels like there's a privilege there. Like, if you're just working as hard as you can and trying to pay the bills, then how can you do something else and set up all these side hustles and invest and stuff when you're just trying to pay the bills?
Yeah. Is that not the trap?
Yeah.
Keep being kept by the powers that be so busy that we can't do things for ourselves.
I mean, there is this conspiracy theory, or is it a conspiracy
theory?
Is it? That, government and the society want you to be a worker and want you to just keep going and keep the economy going and keep capitalism going. And they don't want all these people to exit and do their own thing and be flexible and make their own money, because it just needs to keep the economy going. Yeah,
but I think just to pick that apart a little bit, like in a way that helps my brain understand it. So I'm actually pro-capitalism, but I'm pro-capitalism not from exploitation, and not from, there's another word for it that I can't remember right now, corporatism or something like that. But the reason I'm pro-capitalism is capitalism in its truest sense. So adding value to the wider society and being rewarded for it. That I'm a big fan of. I really am. I believe in that. I believe in adding value. I think that what I do is I work very hard to add value to other people and to help other people, and I feel like I should be rewarded for that. In the same way that a doctor or a nurse adds value, incredible value, they should be rewarded for that. And in the UK particularly, I think they're not rewarded as much as they should be for that. Same as teachers, same as firefighters, same as police officers. All of those types of people add massive value and should be rewarded. So I'm a capitalist from the sense of, I think adding value to society should be rewarded. What I'm not into is big corporations making masses of money off of small, not small people, little tiny people, lots of money off of small people, I don't mean that, but off of the everyday person. And they're not actually adding a lot of value to society, they're taking. I'm not a big fan of that. So I think I am definitely a believer that there is a system in place, conspiracy theory or not, intentional or not. I do think there's a system and a pattern of behaviour that society has which keeps the majority of people trapped in worker mode versus creator mode and being the masters of their own destiny.
So is it possible for people to work really hard, contribute to the economy, but also work flexibly, have time off when they want, spend time with their families, travel, see the world, experience? Can you have all of that?
Do you mean can you have all of that in a job, or do you mean can you have all of that generally?
Generally.
Generally, yes, completely. Do I think there's jobs out there that would allow you to have that? I think you probably have to have some form of compromise somewhere. So will you maybe be able to travel as much as you want? Probably not. Will you be able to spend as much time with your family? Probably not. Like, the reality is a job pays you 40 hours a week. You're expected to get a certain amount done in that time. Generally, if you do very well at getting what you need to get done in that time, what do they do? What do they reward you with? More things to do. So you're again trapped in this cycle of having to perform, having to provide, having to create and produce value to that organization to get those freedoms that you feel like you've earned by working at that company. But the reality is you can create those freedoms for yourself if you do something slightly different.
Like trading.
Like trading, yeah.
So do you have students who have had corporate jobs and have managed to exit that through trading?
Yeah, and to varying degrees. So we've had students in the past who have become successful traders using the STARTrading method. They've left their jobs and they become full-time traders. I mean, misnomer of terms, because 30 minutes a day is what we need to use to trade successfully. Unless we become day traders, then we do spend more time in front of our charts. But 90% of our students remain as swing traders, so only 30 minutes a day. We've got other students who have decided that they really enjoy what they do, so they don't want to quit their job entirely, but they do want to do a little bit more on their own terms. So they don't want to do 40 hours a week. They maybe want to do 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week. So they continue to work those hours doing the thing that they love or that they're passionate about, and then they trade and generate the additional income, make up that gap from the hours they're not doing from money they're making from trading.
So you have had students who have left their job and their only income now is trading?
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
It is amazing, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to shout about this.
Get me in the press.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. No, it is amazing. But again, I think, first of all, sometimes people don't want to talk about those sorts of things because money is still a bit of a taboo for some people.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's one of those things where what has allowed someone to do that or to take that step may not be the same as what somebody else would be able to. So when I quit my job, I was a single man, didn't have any kids that I knew of, cheeky, and I didn't have high expenses each month. So it was easier in one sense for me to be able to get to that position where I left my job. Other people may be generating just as much as someone who's been able to quit their job to go and trade full time, so generating equal sums of money from their trading, but because of the position they're at in their life and the expenses and the dependencies they've got, they have to wait longer to be able to get to that point.
But it is possible.
It is possible, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's so exciting when we do our events like Forex and 5 and we have previous students come and share their journey with the new students on Forex and 5. And where they've gotten to and what they've managed to achieve. And I love that because it inspires other people to do something different with their life.
Yeah.
And
it is real and it doesn't work.
Yeah. That's what's so important. And I think we need to sometimes resonate with other people who have had success that we want and realise they're not that different from us.
Yeah.
And what it comes down to is a choice that they've made to learn a skill set to get to where they want to get to.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
So where can people join in if they want to, if they're listening to this?
So people can go to our website. Obviously, it's in the show notes. If they've never done even a masterclass with us, then I definitely recommend doing our free 60-minute masterclass, or they can jump into Forex in 5, which is our 5-night challenge, about 60 to 90 minutes each evening, Monday to Friday. And at the moment, only is £30, but subject to change.
How many Forex in 5s do you think you've done?
22 of them.
22, really?
Yeah, 22 or 23, yeah.
You've got it down now.
We've got it down, and what I love about them is we've intentionally, over those 22 that we've done, we've every single time learned lessons, improved it, adapted it, so that people get the best possible experience. And a lot of that experience comes down to not just giving them information, but giving them the ability to practice that information and test that information whilst getting feedback. Because one of the things I always say is knowledge is great. It's only one part of the equation. We have to learn how to apply that knowledge correctly. So people could watch this podcast, they could watch a million podcasts, they could watch a million YouTube videos, read all the books on trading that there are out there. Doesn't mean they're going to become successful traders. Why? Yeah. Because just because you've read it and you've got that knowledge in your brain doesn't mean you're applying it correctly. So what Forex in 5 does is it gives the right amount of information with the ability to practice that information and then get feedback as well.
Yeah, it's very clever.
Yeah.
And you must have done it so many times, it's kind of on repeat in your head, but it like it's life-changing for some people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I've been, like most mentees have been through Forex in 5, haven't they?
Yeah.
And that's the point where they get to know you, the team, the method, they start having a go, they start getting feedback, and it's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah. And in one sense it is kind of on repeat in my head, but every single time we do it as a different group of people. There's a new person. There's always someone with an incredible story. And I mean, most people have got incredible stories if you take the time to listen, which is why we try to speak to as many people as possible before they actually start Forex in 5 to kind of understand where they're coming from. Why is this important to them? What do they want to achieve? How can we help them achieve it? Yeah, because everyone's got a really powerful story and a powerful reason why they want this trading thing to work for them.
Yeah. And then they come and join the community.
Yeah.
And make new friends.
Make new friends. Yeah. Travel the world with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to Morocco.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm very excited about Morocco.
It's going to be good. It's going to be very good.
Yeah. Should we have a snack?
Let's have a snack.
Yeah? Okay, let me move this. And we'll bring them out.
We should do some magic then. 3, 2, 1. There they are.
Magic!
Ta-da! Right, I'll go first.
Yeah, go on, Lewis.
Also because I'm hungry. Oh, hello. I actually am obsessed with these.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Since I was a child, I have always loved rice cakes.
Yeah?
Since I was a child, I've always loved rice cakes. So I thought I'd say that back into the mic because I leant away. So these are Callow. Oh, are these dark chocolate? Belgian, of course. Mm-hmm. Belgian dark chocolate organic rice cake thins.
I feel like people either love them or hate them.
I'm a lover.
Yeah, I'm not.
Are you not?
They're a bit like cardboard.
Good. More for me.
Just a bit dry, bit dry.
They are lovely. Boom. Right, I'm going to open
Quite pleased with that, aren't you?
Very pleased.
Especially after the last episode.
It's a surprise. 10 out of 10. I was not expecting these. And although they're not M&S, at least they're a brand.
I have gone quite sweet for you on this last few episodes.
I've gone.
You don't mind?
You'll find out what I've gone over the
Okay.
episodes as they roll out throughout the season. So, love it. Or you can
Really?
taste the rice straight away.
Yeah.
Chocolate kicks in on the back end. Diddling around on my tongue. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, scores?
Taste. To be fair, the taste isn't actually amazing, but I do love them. I see what you mean about cardboard, but
Yeah.
childhood memory, core memory unlocked. I think 7 would be generous. I'm gonna have to go for 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I still like them.
Okay.
I still eat a whole pack.
Okay.
Yeah, watching Love Is Blind. Yes, overall score 7.
What about the surprise?
I said that. 10
Did
out of 10.
you? Okay. I'll go for it, shall I? Oh! It's a ginger bear. That's nice. Hand finished with sugar bean decorations.
You was what? Sorry, what does it say?
Hand finished.
What a lucky ginger bear. Lovely.
The expression is kind of like,
He's happy.
yeah,
He's been hand
kind of
finished.
melted into his own smile. Okay.
Go on, rip him open.
Oh, Lewis.
Oh,
I can't.
let me try.
I'm too sweaty.
Think how he feels. Oh, I've got chocolate all over. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I'm going to taste his leg. You want to taste?
I'm not sure I do.
Ah,
Is it tough? Is it hard? It sounds hard.
it's not great.
Is it not? I'll have a little bit then.
Also,
Oh,
I've
it's
got
quite tough, isn't it?
makeup in my eyes now, which made me cry. Surprise, 7. Taste, 5.
I mean, it seems quite stale, doesn't it? But he says he's okay until the end of September.
Okay.
Well, there we have it. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Star Trading Podcast with ginger bears and cardboard rice cakes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.